Today we're headed into a new to me antique store just to see what they have, get some inspiration. So I'm super excited to get inside. Hey guys, it's Thrifty Wins with Linz. We're headed into this new to me antique store to get some inspiration today, so I'm super excited to see what we find. I like to go to antique stores for inspiration because a lot of times they're a little out of my price range. Sometimes there's booths that are like a little more affordable, but sometimes they're just a little outrageous. And I like to thrift to see what I can find. And sometimes I don't want a whole collection, and in antique stores they'll sell like a whole collection of something. So like I said, this is just for inspiration mostly. I might pick up a couple things here and there, so we'll have to see. Let me know what you guys look for when you go to antique stores. I know everyone has like a different plan of action when they go in. Do you go in for inspiration? Do you go in to purchase certain items that you're looking for, like off your wish list? I would love to know. Please let me know in the comments what's on your thrift or antique wish list right now. Are you guys into estate sales? Like, tell me all the dirty details of what you like to do when you're shopping for home decor or different items. I recently found this app, Whatnot. It is a good time, you guys. I'm going to leave my link down below because you get a free $15 when you sign up, and it's amazing. You just have to pay for shipping. This is not sponsored or anything. I'm just literally obsessed and I'm having so much fun. When I put the kids down for the night, I grab the app and I just listen to people's shows, is what they're called, and they'll have different items and they put them up for auction, and you just swipe, and it's like honestly a little bit too easy to do. But people sell super cheap items from like $1 to $10, and then sometimes the auctions get really high, but they're really rare or hard to find items. It's just really fun for me to watch. Again, I do most of it for inspiration, but when I do see something I like, I can just grab it on there, because sometimes you can't find what you want on Facebook Marketplace, or someone is just too far away on Facebook Marketplace. This makes it way easier. You just literally watch their show. You can look in their shop and see what they have, and then you just swipe to bid, and it's amazing. And then it mails to your house. It's super great. I will leave the app down below. You get a free $15 when you first sign up, so definitely take advantage of that. But let's get into the store and see what we can find. The store we're heading into today is called Curated Collections. It's super cute. I haven't been in here before, but I'm so excited to stop by. When we first walked in, there was a cottagecore setup of my dreams. So many cute ducks and geese. Beautiful pottery. I was just literally in awe looking at everything. I grabbed a couple of things for myself, so stay tuned to see exactly what I grabbed, and then my friend had me come back for her. I loved all the brass in this section. Guys, brass candlesticks have been like my favorite thing right now, so I was taking a peek at these. So beautiful. I love how they're laid out in this beautiful display here. Antiquing is super fun for me because these malls have so much inspiration of things I want to look for. Like, look at these plates. I'm really loving geese right now, so I was just obsessed with this gravy boat, and this was like a beautiful set. They had a lot in the store. It was $50 for the set. I prefer to buy things like by the one because I don't want a whole collection of everything, because I want to dabble my hands into all the different designs. Oh, those were super pretty. Goblet glasses and little mushroom canisters. I'm obsessed with the Forever Yours collection by Corel. I wanted this whole set. I think the whole set was $50. Like I said, not a bad price when you're thinking about getting a whole set. However, I just don't want the whole set or need the whole set. I want a little bit of each print. So I did not pick them up today. I keep seeing the cutest placemats, but I think my kids would ruin them, so I never pick them up. But these were so beautiful for fall, and they really caught my eye. Again with the cute canisters, look at these guys, so cute. I was loving the little design on them. It was $12 for the one, and I just love them, and I think they'd be super cute on a hutch. I'm currently working on a gallery wall, so this section caught my eye. She had like 15% off going on, and I did end up grabbing this beautiful flower painting. I didn't grab it today, but I did go back a couple of days later, and I picked it up. The prices were not bad, $15 for this item, so I was really loving the art that she had. In this booth, I noticed these super cute mugs. Oh, are you kidding? The strawberry mugs. And just I love when you can come to an antique mall and you see entire collections, because when you're thrifting, you don't always catch an entire collection. So it's just fun to see all the things you can grab in that collection. This booth had a lot of oriental items, which is not really my style, but still super fun to look at and appreciate. It seems like they had sold a lot of their art because the wall was a little blank. I love looking at the furniture and the lamps because they just catch my eye, and this wall piece was super pretty. It would look adorable on my gallery wall. Continuing on, there was lots of different plates, lots of different collections to be had. That's what I love about these stores. The inspiration is just never ending, and I always find something new that I've never seen before. Like I said before, I always see items I've never seen before. Look at this vintage antique coloring book. Are you kidding? Like, it's all in there. I didn't check the pages because I didn't want to break it, but I was super obsessed with it. When I was looking at this booth, this basket, this picnic basket caught my eye. Super pretty, very nice condition. I wanted to check out the inside, so I went ahead and opened it on up, and it had dark green lining. There was nothing inside of it, but it was just very beautiful to look at. This booth was my favorite. It had lots of different items. I've been really enjoying baskets, like I just said, and they just styled all of these things so beautifully. So there was so much to take in. I love the amber glass. And again, with the baskets, this one was not Longaberger, but it was just very beautifully made. So I wanted to check it out. I ended up looking out on the other side and it had something on it. In this booth, I was just in here checking out the cute country vibe it had going on. That blue glass was very pretty. And sometimes they get kind of random, like this one had purses and stuff in there. But I was in love with all the linens. I've been on the hunt for linens in the thrift store, so I was just getting inspiration here because they're just so beautifully made and the quality is just unmatched. So I like to look at the pricing and check out how beautiful the pieces are. Like, look at that. Obsessed with it, but my husband would literally wipe up grace with it, so I have to be careful on what I buy because I don't want it to be wasted. I've also been on the hunt for pot holders and tablecloths and aprons, so this was just really fun to get some inspiration on what I should be looking for when I thrift or go to other stores. Look at that cat. I was cracking up at it. Are you guys into the geese thing, or is it just me? I love them. In this booth, I was really loving that really pretty doily and all the blue and white items. Sometimes you see things and you're just like, wow, that's beautiful. I've never seen that before. I love all the art. This is not really my style, but I can definitely appreciate it. And then I saw this basket and it caught my eye. I've seen them before, but this one just looked way nicer than any of the ones I've ever seen because it was super big. It was $18, which was not too bad, but look at it. The quality was just amazing. I could imagine this with books in it, with a throw blanket on a mantle. Just very pretty. This booth was my other favorite booth. They just had really pretty items and lots of different things to choose from and styles. So I went over here to check out this tin wall hanging. It'd be so cute in a kitchen. I did end up coming back and grabbing it for my friend because she saw it and was like, I need that. But I did love it and I just really caught my eye. I've also been into the cross stitch and needlepoint and Hummel, so I was loving all of these items. I love to see like all the different designs you could get, and some of these are just so beautiful and unique. I really love this spice rack. Again, I came back and got this for my friend, $30, but the quality was just super beautiful and could be used throughout your house for a trinket shelf, just whatever. Also just as a spice shelf. This booth honestly was my favorite. The other one was super pretty too, but I just remember this really pretty like wheat dish. It was so beautiful, and I can imagine your green beans on the table at Thanksgiving. So pretty. And this canister or basket that looked like a basket, it was actually ceramic and I loved it. Again, with the geese things, so pretty. I really do like the trend, and it's probably gonna go away. These I ended up buying for myself because they were only $8 for two, and I thought it was super cute. Again, more brass candlesticks, literally I can never get enough, and there's so many different designs and styles. I ended up selling one of my favorite ones on my Whatnot show last night, so check me out over there if you want to see some of my fun finds. And again, it's crazy how I could look at baskets and amber glass all day long. I thought this piece was so beautiful, like on a fireplace to protect your kids from it, but also very pretty. Let's check out our next store. We're headed into Kelly's Thrift and Antique. So this has some thrift store items and it has some antiques. So let's see what we can find in here. There's always some interesting things in the store because it's a mix of thrift store and antique store. It was kind of a mess today because she was setting up for Christmas. The first thing I noticed were these wooden ornate plates, super pretty. This smaller one with the florals was $13.99. I thought it was super pretty, just didn't really have a need for it, but I really did like the look of it. And then I saw this early American Pyrex split dish, very good condition, only $15.99. I wasn't in need of it, so I did leave it behind, but I did love it. I never get to see Pyrex in the wild, especially in this good of condition. $15.99, honestly, not too bad, being an antique store. I really liked these beautiful candle holders. I think she wanted $35 for both of them, so I did leave them behind. But if you had a really big house with like a big entryway, those would be so beautiful. Like I said, she was putting out Christmas, so I came over here to see what she found. I really liked this cloche, but I didn't really have a need for it. Really, really big, honestly. And this tiny nutcracker really caught my eye. I kind of wish I had grabbed him because he's just really cute. I don't remember how much he was, but oh, just $4.50. Man, I should have grabbed him. Again, this really big candlestick holder was just catching my eye and it was beautiful. I think she wanted like, I don't know, $15 for it. Yeah, $14. Not bad, just don't have a spot in my house for it. This trinket shelf caught my eye. I've been looking for one. This one was $16.99. Honestly, not a bad price at all. I just didn't like the style it, like the columns as much, so I did leave it behind. I was walking through and I saw this really pretty vase. It's that heart. I don't know what the name of it is, but like sponge heart or something like that. $15.99 for this, not too bad. Thought it was really pretty. And then behind that, I noticed these ducks. They were super cute, very trendy right now. These ones are not really my style, but they're super cute. Saw these Crocs, super adorable. It was a three-piece set for only $8.99. I should have picked them up, but you can find these at the thrift store for a little bit cheaper. I really liked this photo book. It was floral and it was just $3, but I don't really have a use for a photo book. What would you guys put in here? I thought it was so cute and I was really tempted by it, especially by the price. When I came over here, I saw these like vintage canisters. I wanted to take a peek at them. I wasn't sure how heavy they were. They were made in China, but that doesn't mean anything. They could be vintage, high quality. They could be trash. I ended up not liking them, so I did leave them behind. But I do love decanters. That one was only $6.99. And egg plates are super trendy as well right now. I saw this cigar box. I don't really have a use for it, but I did like that little thing behind it. Why didn't I look at that jewelry case? Man, I missed out. This canister was $18.99, not really my style, so I did end up leaving it behind. This toy was broken, but like super vintage and kind of cute and a little bit creepy. These tables were chocked full of items. It was honestly overwhelming. They had pink depression ware glass, beautiful pieces, including some china, lots of items. Honestly, it kind of stressed me out looking. This is when she told me everything was like negotiable in price, so I wasn't really like looking too hard. Now that I'm looking back, those brass candlesticks were only $3 and $4. I've been obsessed with them. I was trying to see if those were butter pats, but they weren't. These little strawberries, they were like wooden and they were just very cute and would look adorable if you had like a strawberry kitchen. Only $3 for the pack of 6. I didn't think that was bad. This particular day, I was not in a spendy mood, but I did want to look around because everything was just so cute. Like this tiny porcelain china set. Each of them was like $8, which I didn't think was bad, and just super cute. This place has lots of salt and pepper shakers, so I like to come and look. They're only 50 cents a piece and they're just super adorable. She only has like one of some of the pairs, which is so sad because I would want both of them. I was taking a gander. This one did not have the stopper, but it was the marmalade geese, so I was tempted by it. I liked that apple one as well. She had a couple of random ones which were funny. The Santa one was cute. Like I said, some of them didn't have matches, which made me sad, but would be just adorable in a kitchen. This ended up being a napkin holder, and I was like, why is this over here? In general, she has really, really cute salt shakers, so I always take a peek. I've been on the hunt for doilies, but these were priced for each, so like one was $3 or $4, so I didn't end up grabbing them. I want to find a bag of them at a thrift store for like $4, so I'm on the hunt. These ones were really high quality, honestly. Like I said, I was not in a spendy mood, so I didn't grab these today, but looking back, I'm like, what was I thinking? Over in this section, she had a couple canisters that I wanted to come look at. I wanted to see what that mug said. It said Landon, so if your name's Landon, go check him out. This 3-piece canister set was only $15 and honestly super cute and not messed up at all. I was tempted by them, but I just don't have a spot in my house, but I'm tempted to make a spot. One of my most favorite spots in this store is this little trinket section in the front. Those little swan in the back, 3 for $4.50, not bad at all. She has lots of little trinkets and thimbles and just items that are just tiny that could go on a trinket shelf, so I always take a peek to see what I can find. This store literally has everything, including purses. I saw this leather bag and I was tempted by it. It was $65 still, but it was fry leather, so had to take a look because you never know what quality is, and it ended up being, I think, brand new. It didn't look brand new on the outside, but the inside still had the paper in it, so I wonder if it was used and like restored really nicely. Not a bad price, honestly. 65 bucks for a leather purse. I wanted to see if she got any new books in because she prices them pretty good at 50 cents a piece. I don't know why my camera's not looking at the books. I get kind of nervous when I'm filming in a store and I don't know if they know or not. Unfortunately, not any new books today, but I always look because you never know. I think this is called carnival glass when it's like iridescent. These are little, I don't know what you would call these. I would use them probably for ice cream because they're just the perfect size, but they're super pretty and I was tempted by them, but again, not in a spendy mood. I also really liked this teapot. It was just the perfect color and it was kind of iridescent as well. It was made in Germany and the price really wasn't bad, $6. So I might come back here and get this for my sister-in-law for Christmas because I am doing Thriftmas this year. This candlestick holder was pretty, but $14.99 seemed a little high for me. Went over to the blankets, saw this Afghan. It was $42.99 hand crochet and it was super pretty, but I had a huge rip in it, unfortunately, but it was just very, very pretty, and I'm not a fixer, so I can't fix that. These two were also very cute. I thought this one would be adorable in my daughter's room. The price was only $20 on this one, so I was tempted. I might go back because this day I just wasn't in the mood to spend money, but another day I will be. She moved a lot of stuff around. This whole table had dollar items on it, and honestly, I took a gander because you can't find kids' clothes for under $1 these days unless you get like super cheap Walmart clearance, which I honestly haven't been to Walmart in forever now that I have 2 kids. So I just looked to see what they had. This was a great pair of children's place pants, size 8. Only $1, brand new with tags. I just didn't know anybody that could use them. These overalls were super cute. I couldn't find the size, so I did end up leaving them because I didn't think they would fit my son when it was going to be hot. But I always take a peek because she has some cute items, and only $1, I'm definitely able to afford them, especially if they only wear them 1 or 2 times. Saw this little dress, so I wanted to check it out. Super cute, just not really anything my daughter would wear, unfortunately, because she's at that age. And then this caught my eye. I thought it was a bread box, $14.99. It ended up being a cassette or a CD case. Oh, so cute, just no use for it. that's it for the 2 stores I'm going to go look at today. Let me know what's on your antique or thrift wish list down in the comments. I'm always on the hunt for fun at cottage core finds, so let me know what you look for when you go thrifting and antiquing. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, hit the like button and subscribe, and check out some of these videos as well. Bye!